Hello there, my name is Rose from Yarn Craftee, and I am super excited to guide you through how to crochet this little crochet pouch. First, I'm going to show you how to string the beads onto the yarn, but I must mention that using beads for this pattern is optional, so you can skip that. However, I encourage you to use beads. The result is just going to be really cute using beads. You can find the written pattern on my blog www.yarncrafty.com so that you can follow through as you watch the video and use the written pattern as well. You could also support my blog by purchasing an ad-free version with lots of pictures, less distractions, so that it's easier for you to finish the pattern. And while on that, I'd love for you to share this video and give a like. If you also want, I'd appreciate if you subscribe to Yarn Craftee. Okay, without further ado, let's dive in. So we're going to start with foundation stitches, foundation single crochet. So I'm going to make 16 foundation single crochets. So if you are not familiar with the foundation single crochet, you can check out the tutorial on how to do that, or you can chain 17 and skip the first chain and do single crochet into the remaining 16 chains. But for this, I am going to be doing foundation single crochet stitches. All done, 16 stitches. Now we're going to come and work back here. So because we're working in rounds, right, oval shape, so we're going to work 2 single crochets into the very last stitch here. If you were using just chains and not foundation stitches, it will look a bit different, but basically what you know is you want to be working underneath here, upside down, the stitches you just did here. So into this very last stitch, we're going to make 2 single crochets. All right, now we're going to work 14 single crochets into each of the stitches, and we will have 1 stitch left. So work single crochet into 14 stitches. Now we're going to end round 1 by making 4 stitches into the very last stitch here, which is the first stitch on the round. So we're going to make 4 single crochet stitches into the last stitch. You want to place your stitch marker into that last stitch, because for this round and the next 2 rounds we will not be joining, we'll be working in spiral rounds. Into round 2. So take note that you have a stitch here, okay, even though it's all scrunched up right now because we worked under it. So we want to work into the first stitch and the next 14 stitches. So that means we're going to be working into 15 stitches. I'm going to carry this tail just to save myself the time of weaving it in towards the end. So make a single crochet into that very first stitch and the remaining 14 stitches. So that's 15 stitches. Once that's done, now we want to make 2 single crochets in the next 3 stitches. Starting from the next stitch, 2 single crochets. Notice that I'm still carrying this tail along because I just want to make sure it's all woven in. And 2 stitches into the 3rd stitch. The reason for these 2 stitches is because we're increasing this side and this side as well. Now we're going to repeat again for the side, 15 stitches, single crochet into 15 stitches, and we're going to make 2 single crochets each into the last remaining stitches. So let's do single crochet stitches into 15 stitches. Stitches done. Now we have 3 stitches left, and I'm going to be doing 2 single crochets each into those last 3 stitches. Alright, all done. Now we're heading on to round 3. At the end of round 2, you should have 42 stitches around. Heading on to round 3, we're going to do single crochet into the first stitch and the next 14 stitches. So that's 15 stitches. Remember to mark your last stitch on the round because we're not joining, we're working in spiral rounds. So single crochet into the first stitch and the next 14 stitches. So in all 15 stitches. And now we will increase. So I'm going to do 2 single crochets into this next stitch, 1 single crochet into the next. I'll repeat this again, 2 single crochets in the next, 1 single crochet in the next, 2 single crochets in the next, 1 single crochet into the next. We're doing it 3 times if you notice from the very beginning. So yeah, so I've done once. Now we're going to do it 2 more times, 2 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet. Now that's done, we're going to work 15 single crochets again into 15 stitches. Take note of this single crochet here. It belongs to part of the increase, okay? So do not count that as part of the 15 stitches that you're going to make now. So 15 single crochet into 15 stitches. 15 stitches done. Now we're going to increase 2 stitches here, 2 single crochets into the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next, 2 single crochets in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next. One more time, 2 single crochets in the next, and 1 single crochet into the last stitch. So at the end of round 3 you should have 48 48 stitches on your round. Now what we want to do is we're going to work single crochets around for the next 3 rounds, rounds 4 to 6, 4, 5, 6. We're going to work single crochets into each of the stitches around. So that means no increases at the sides, just one single crochet into each of the stitches around. Alright, we are at the end of round 6. Round 7, we're going to be dropping the beads. So after the last stitch on round 6, we're going to join to the very first stitch on round 6. Okay, so we're going to end round 6 differently. So we join into the next stitch, which is the first stitch on round 6. Join, chain 1. Okay, so now we're going to do single crochet in 3 stitches, starting from the very first stitch also where we joined. We're going to drop a bead. We're going to drop a bead with single crochet. So anytime we say drop bead, we're going to be dropping with single crochet stitches. So into the next stitch we will drop our bead. I'm going to go see, we're going to go under that loop of the yarn that's holding the bead. And we have dropped our bead. Now single crochet into 5 stitches. So basically what we did now was single crochet into 4 stitches, but we did 3 single crochets and dropped a bead with another single crochet into the next stitch. So that's 4 stitches. So we're going to now do single crochet into 5 stitches, and in the next stitch we will drop a bead with single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's drop another bead with a single crochet in the next stitch. Single crochet into 5 stitches again. Drop a bead. And next stitch, drop a bead with single crochet. And now single crochet into 11 stitches. Drop a bead with single crochet in the next stitch. Single crochet into 5 stitches again. Drop a bead with single crochet. into the next stitch. Single crochet into 5 stitches. And drop one last bead with a single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, now we're going to do single crochet into the last 8 stitches. Alright, we're at the end of round 7. We're going to join into the first stitch of the round we just completed. That's round 7. Now we're joining. Remember that from rounds 1 to 6 we're working spiral round, but from round 7 we'll be joining. Okay, join chain 1. Now head down to round 8. Round 8, chain 1 and single crochet into 2 stitches. So that means this very first stitch and the next stitch. Now we're going to drop a bead with the single crochet in the 3rd stitch. Okay, now single crochet again, 1 single crochet into the next stitch. We'll drop another bead. Drop another bead with a single crochet in the next stitch. There we go. Now we'll single crochet in 3 stitches, next 3 stitches. We're going to drop bead again in the next stitch. Single crochet in the next stitch, which is directly over the bead from the previous row, and we will drop bead again in the next stitch. Alright, now we want to do another single crochet into 3 stitches. We're going to drop our bead and single crochet into the next stitch that's directly above the bead on previous row. Drop a bead again, single crochet in next 9 stitches. 9 stitches. Now we're going to drop a bead. And single crochet into the next stitch, which is directly on top of the previous bead on the previous row. Drop a bead, with single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet into the next 3 stitches, drop a bead in the next stitch. Single crochet in the next stitch above the bead, drop a bead in the next stitch. Alright, repeat again, single crochet in 3 stitches, drop a bead in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch directly above the bead on the previous row, drop a bead in next stitch. Alright, and we're going to finish the row with single crochet stitches. And we are at the end of round 8. Heading on to round 9, we're going to join into the first stitch on round 8. Close up the round, chain 1. Round 9 is all single crochet stitches. So single crochet into the first stitch, the next stitch, and into each stitch around. And we are at the end of round 9. Heading on to round 10, we're going to join into the first stitch that we began with on round 9. Chain 1. Now round 10 and 11 are going to be with beads. So single crochet into the first stitch and the next 5 stitches. So that's single crochet into 6 stitches. Three, 4, 5, 6. Now drop a bead next stitch with a single crochet. Single crochet in the next 5 stitches. Drop a bead. With single crochet into the next stitch. Oops, that was a slip stitch. Okay. Single crochet into the next 8 stitches. Okay, not 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drop a bead. Okay, we want to repeat this 2 more times. That is single crochet into 8 stitches, drop a bead, single crochet into 8 stitches, drop a bead. So 2 more times. Single crochet in 8 stitches, drop a bead. So we have done, we started here, single crochet in 6 stitches, drop a bead, single crochet in 5 stitches, drop a bead, single crochet in 8 stitches, drop a bead, single crochet in 8 stitches, drop a bead. Now we're doing single crochet in 5 stitches and we will drop a bead. So after single crochet in 8 stitches 2 times, then and dropping the beads, single crochet in 5 stitches, drop a bead. Single crochet in 8 stitches now. Seven and 8. Drop a bead. We're going to finish the round in the last 2 stitches, single crochet. And join to the first stitch. Alright, heading on to round 11. Chain 1, single crochet into 5 stitches, remember that our first single crochet is always into the very first stitch where we joined. Five. Now we're going to drop a bead. Alright, single crochet into the next stitch, drop a bead, single crochet in 3 stitches, next 3 stitches. and drop a bead. Single crochet into the next stitch directly on top of the bead on the previous row. Drop a bead. Alright, now we're going to do single crochet in 6 stitches, and we will drop a bead. We'll do this 2 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll drop a bead. And single crochet into the next stitch. Drop a bead. Okay, one more time, single crochet in 6 stitches. Six. Drop a bead. Single crochet in the next stitch. Drop a bead. Alright, now that that's done twice, single crochet in 6 stitches, drop a bead, single crochet, drop a bead, single crochet in 6 stitches, drop a bead, single crochet next stitch, and drop a bead. Now single crochet in 3 stitches, next 3 stitches. Drop a bead. Single crochet in the next stitch, drop a bead. Alright, single crochet in 6 stitches because we're going to the sides. The sides have more stitches to be done before dropping a bead. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we'll drop a bead. single crochet into the next stitch. Drop a bead, in the next. Okay, and single crochet into the last stitch on round 11. Now we're going to join the round. Alright, and chain 1, round 12, single crochet into the first stitch and each of the stitches around. So round 12 is a repetition of round 9. End of round 12. Now we're going to join to the very first stitch on round 12 to close the round up. Now we're heading on to round 13. Round 13 is double crochets and double treble crochets. So we want to chain 2. We will skip 5 stitches, including this very first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So into this one right here, we'll do a double treble crochet. So we want to yarn over 1, 2, 3 times and go into the 6th stitch and do our double treble crochet. There we are. We are going to now do double crochets into these 5 skipped stitches. We're going to do it at the back, alright? So double crochet into that very first stitch, okay, where we joined. So there's double crochet there. I'm going to do this again because I don't quite like how it's turning out. Into the first stitch. Okay. Splitting yarn is the worst. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, there we go. Done the first one. Now we're going to skip 1 stitch and double crochet into the next 5 stitches. Four and 5. Now we're going to do our double treble crochet over these 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and we'll go in here. One tip for doing this is just turn, okay? Just turn it this way and go into that skip stitch. It makes it so easy to do your trebles instead of doing it this way, you know. In fact, let me do it. Let me show you what the difference is like. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do the double treble crochet now, and I'll come all the way in here, and I'll come through the back this way. It will squish these 5 stitches, which I don't want, and even when I do the stitches like this. It's gonna be so hard. Basically it squishes your stitch, so there is no point in doing that. So let's 1, 2, 3, and just turn your work this way, okay? Turn it this way. 1, 2, 3. Turn it this way. Go into the skipped stitch. Alright, and to finish your DTR, double treble crochet. There we have it. You see it? All nice and neat. Okay, let's continue. Skip another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches, and into the 6th stitch we'll do another DTR, double treble crochet. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, into the 6th. And double crochet into the 5 skipped stitches. Alright, there we go. We're going to repeat again. Skip 1 stitch and double crochet into 5 stitches. And 5, and we're going to do our double treble crochet. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work so that the bottom is facing away from you, and go into the skipped stitch and do your double treble crochet. Go through 2, 2, 2, and 2. All right, turn right back again. And the next will be let's see, okay, we have that here, and the next will be skip 1 stitch. The next will be skip 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double treble in the 6th stitch. So 1, 2, 3. Double treble. Okay, and double crochets into the 5 skipped stitches. And 5. So we're going to skip 1 stitch, skip the next stitch, and double crochet into 5 stitches. right, now we're going to do our double treble crochet. 1, 2, 3, and we will turn it to make our work easier, and we'll go into the skip stitch. There we go. Treble crochet into the next 6th stitch. 1, 2, 3, skip 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double treble crochet into the 6th stitch. And double crochet into the 5 skipped stitches. One double crochet each, I mean. Skip 1 stitch, double crochet into the next 5 stitches. One, two, three. Treble crochet into the skipped stitch here. All right, and return it back and join to the very first stitch. The first stitch being this treble crochet. And that's the end of round 13. Round 14 is all single crochet stitches. So we want to start with the very first stitch here where we just joined. After you chain one, okay, chain one and single crochet into that stitch. So you want to make sure that on each set of these trebles, double trebles and double crochets, you have 6 stitches, because the treble is 1 stitch and then we have 5 double crochet stitches. So that's 1 stitch. So in here I'm kind of struggling to see the very first double crochet because it's all squished tight here. So if you have that same trouble, you can just go ahead and do 2 single crochets into the first stitch and go to the next the second double crochet stitch and work your row. That is, if you're finding it hard to see the top of this very first double crochet stitch. But all in all, you should have 6 stitches per set of you know, these. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, single crochet into each. You can even count them as you go, so for each set. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. All right, round 14 all done, and we're gonna end the round by joining into the first stitch and chain 1. So the next couple of rows will be the same as these beaded rounds. So chain 1, Heading on to round 15, single crochet into 5 stitches, starting from the very first stitch here. Drop bead, we're going to do this again. Single crochet into 5 stitches. Drop bead, again single crochet into 5 stitches. Drop bead, single crochet in 11 stitches, drop a bead, now single crochet in 5 stitches, drop a bead, single crochet in 5 stitches, drop a bead. So we're going to repeat that twice. The single crochet in 5 stitches, drop a bead, single crochet in 5 stitches, drop a bead. Alright, we're going to finish this row by doing single crochet into last 6 stitches. Join to the first stitch. Heading on to round 16. Chain 1, single crochet in 4 stitches, starting from the very first stitch. We'll drop a bead, single crochet into the next stitch, and drop a bead again. Single crochet into 3 stitches, drop a bead, single crochet into the next stitch, drop a bead, we're going to repeat this again, single crochet into the next 3 stitches, drop a bead, single crochet in the next stitch and drop a bead in the next. Now single crochet into 9 stitches. Drop a bead, single crochet next stitch, drop a bead in the next. Now we'll do single crochet into 3 stitches, drop a bead, single crochet and drop a bead, just like we did for this side. We're going to do that twice. Alright, and we're going to make single crochet into the last 5 stitches. Alright, in our next round, round 17, we're going to be doing single crochets around. So we want to join round 16 into the first stitch. Chain 1, single crochet into the first stitch, and single crochet into each stitch around. And that's the end of round 17, heading on to round 18. So let's join round 17. Chain 1. So single crochet in 8 stitches. Starting from the very first one. I'm going to drop a bead. And single crochet into 5 stitches. And drop a bead. Now again, single crochet into 8 stitches, drop a bead. We will do this twice. We'll do single crochet into 5 stitches again. And drop a bead. Now single crochet into 8 stitches. and drop a bead. Now we will join to the very first stitch. That's the end of round 18. Heading on to round 19. Chain 1, drop a bead. So that means into this very first stitch where we join, we're also dropping a bead in there. Single crochet into 6 stitches. Drop a bead. Single crochet into the next stitch and drop a bead again. Single crochet into 3 stitches. Drop a bead. Single crochet in next stitch. Drop a bead. Alright, now single crochet in 6 stitches. Drop a bead. We're going to repeat this part twice. This let's see, in 6 stitches, drop a bead, single crochet and drop a bead. Single crochet into the next stitch. Now drop a bead. Let's do it again. Single crochet in 6 stitches, drop a bead, single crochet, drop a bead. And now single crochet in 3 stitches. Drop a bead. Single crochet in the next stitch, drop a bead. single crochet into 6 stitches, drop a bead, single crochet into the last stitch, and we're going to join to the very first single crochet here. It's tight because of the bead that's in front, so let's join, and that's the end of round 19. Heading on to round 20. Round 20 is all single crochet, so let's repeat round 20. Chain 1, let's repeat the third round here. This is 19, 18, 17, so round 17 it's all single crochet stitches on round 20. So we will start by making single crochet into the very first stitch here and single crochet into each stitch around, and we're at the end of row 20. We're going to join into the first stitch. Alright, now we want to repeat round 13 where we have the double trebles and the double crochets. So rest easy, no more beads. I know that was a bit tedious working with the beads, but look at what we've made so far. Isn't it cute? So chain 2, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches, and double treble into the 6th stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And double crochet into the very first stitch, four, and 5. Alright, and skip 1 stitch and double crochet into the next 5 stitches. And double treble into the skip stitch. Make it easy for yourself, and just turn. Alright, just turn the work and go into the stitch and do your double treble. There we go. Alright, and I'm going to do this again. Skip 5 stitches, double treble into the next, and come back and do the double crochets into the skipped stitches. Okay, you might want to rewind the video to see how round 13 was done again, so that you can follow through and complete round 21. So I will see you at the end of round 21. Okay, once we complete round 21, we are going to join to the very first stitch, And the next 3 rounds will be single crochet stitches. So rounds 22 to 25 are going to be single crochet stitches. Chain 1 single crochet into the first stitch, and just like we worked round 14, right after round 13, put the trebles, the double trebles and double crochet rounds. The next round, round 14, we want to repeat that here, round 14, by making single crochets into each of the stitches. And remember that if you cannot see the stitch, like on here, this very first stitch, I can't seem to see it very well, so I will just make 2 stitches into the next one to make up for the very first stitch that I'm skipping. So that's it. Let's make single crochets into each of the stitches around. At the end of the round, join to the first stitch and make another 2 rounds of single crochet stitches. So that's it's round 21. Now we're on round 22, so 22 to 25. Rounds 22 to 25, we're going to make single crochet stitches, and we will join at the end of every round. Alright, this is the end of round 25. So we're not going to join, alright, when we finish that round 25. Now we're going to create the space for the drawstring. Now what we want to do is chain, we will skip 2 stitches. So I'll just carry on from the last stitch on the 25th round. So skip this 2 stitches, the first stitch and second stitch, and we will do 5 single crochets into the 3rd stitch. So skip 1, 2 and into the 3rd, single crochet 5. And we'll go again, skip 1, 2 stitches, single crochet 5 into the 3rd stitch. Skip 1, 2, single crochet 5 into the 3rd. Skip 1, 2, single crochet 5 in the 3rd stitch. Alright, so let's repeat this around. Skip 2 stitches, 5 single crochets into the 3rd stitch. So after you make the last 5 single crochets into this 3rd stitch, we'll skip 1, 2 stitches, and into the last stitch we're going to slip stitch. We'll slip stitch, snip the yarn and weave in the tails. Now we're going to make the drawstring, which we will pass around the spaces here. The skip stitches. We will chain 75, finish off. So we want to make 2 of that, chain 75. So I have 2 drawstrings here, and I'm going to start to join. So I'm going to just start from the edge here and work in through this stitch here. So I'm going into the stitch that has the 5 single crochet stitches. All right. So I'm going to start in from there, and I'm going to do it on this one as well. Okay. Now I'm going to start to pass it through every other stitch. So I'm going to skip this one and go to the next. Skip and the next. Skip the next. Okay, so let me do the second one. Skip and into the next one here. Okay, skip and into this one. Alright, so the second drawstring, we're going to start from the other side. I want to make sure that they are both same length. I'm going to tie these together and weave the tails in later. Okay, when we finish one side, I'm going to join the second drawstring to the other side. This time around, I'm going to go through the skipped stitches. Okay, so I have these. This is the first 5 single crochets. So this is the skipped stitch. And this is the last 5 single crochets, and there's a skip stitch there also. But I'm not going to start in this first one. I'm going to start in the second one here. Now you may not see, may not really see, but you know that once this arch here is where we skipped stitches, so we'll just go in there. And pull our drawstring out. Okay, and okay, this is the last one with 2 skip stitches, but we'll start from this next one here. Actually, it's supposed to go this way from outside in. So let me do that again. Okay, and I'll do that for here also. Right here. All right. Okay, so now we'll alternate. So we have the first one done. We'll skip this next arch and go to the next one here. skip this next part and go to the next one here. Skip this one and go to the next one, which is the last. Okay, I'm going to repeat the other side. Still the same spot, just we're doing it to position it better. Okay, and let's keep this next arch and go into the next one. Skip and go through the next. Go through the last. Okay, so okay, with the same length. Now I'm just going to tie them off. And there we have it. A tiny little purse, a tiny little pouch.